Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I've been trying to think of like what else we can do with the sock machine. I'm sure there are like endless things we can do with the sock machine, but I have a couple things that I want to make and that I want to like try. I want to try different yarns. I've just been using sock yarn right now, and I'm pretty sure the only sock yarn, oh no, okay, I know I used one sock yarn that was like 100% wool, but most of the sock yarns I've been using have been wool nylon, all fingering weight, all like sock weight yarn. So I am curious to try like mohair, or I did see that people have used DK weight yarn in their machines. I don't know, like, I feel like that wouldn't work. Maybe if I like loosen the tension a lot, but even just like looking at the machine now, like the needles look so close together that I feel like it wouldn't work. So I'm gonna have to do some more research on how people are using DK weight yarn with this machine. Also Colorwork, which I think we're gonna do in today's video. Cables, I am kind of determined to figure out how I could do a cable with this machine. I was thinking about how in the ribber video, they said that you could do like a 1x1 or a 3x1 rib, and that was like it, which seems like crazy. That's all you can do. But I got like the deluxe package with this machine, so I got every cylinder size, and I also got every ribber cylinder size. I was thinking like maybe I could mix up the sizes so I would have like more space between the ribs. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to play around. So maybe one day we'll just try to do cables. But I did watch the video on how to do color work, and it looks pretty simple. So I think we should do that today. I went through my yarn stash and I was looking for 2 solid colors so we could do like checkerboard, easy peasy checkerboard. Like that just seems like a great place to start. Okay, this is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do same. Yeah, I like kind of want to try a smaller cylinder because I feel like whenever I have the tension in the place where the machine wants the tension to be, the sock is not really the fit that I would want. Like it gets kind of big. I don't know why I did that. It gets kind of big. So I think realistically, I'm probably a smaller cylinder than this. This is the 60 needle cylinder. I'm probably like the next one down with the tension that the machine likes. So I'm gonna just do that another day because I kind of feel like if I change the cylinder and try to do color work, it's like something's gonna go wrong because it's just doing too many different things. So I'm gonna do the cylinder we've been using, 60 needles, checkerboard. I have my 2 solid colors, which are brown and red. These are sock yarns that I bought like 2 years ago at this point. They're cashmere. Actually, I think it's like a cashmere blend, but there is cashmere in here. And I bought these with my mom in mind. So maybe she's gonna get these socks if they work out. I'm like just blowing through all my sock yarn making these videos because it's so fast to knit a sock on this machine. It literally takes me like maybe an hour to make one sock when everything goes well. Like with that, all those ribber issues, no way. That took me all day just to figure out how to get the ribber to work. So when it's working, it's very quick. But yeah, this is what I was thinking for the checkerboard pattern. And then I do have the red from yesterday's video, which I could use for maybe the heel or the toe or the cuff. And then I have this brown, which is not very much. I think this is a mini hank, so it's probably like somewhere between 70 and 100 yards. So that's why I wanted to have like a little bit of backup, because I think these are kind of small balls too. I think these are like 200 yards each, and I'm worried I'm not gonna have enough to make a pair, but we'll just see. I think I'll just save these 2 yarns for the color work, and then these will be cuff, heel, toe, whatever. Okay. And I am thinking for the rib, I'm going to try what I mentioned that in the end of the last video. I'm going to do the rib double the length and try to turn it up. I think when I turn it up, I'm going to have to take the ribber off to do that so I can like see what I'm doing. I think I'll probably have to do like a row of stockinette before I can actually turn it up. I wonder if I should use a ravel cord. I'm gonna have to think about that. Think about how you do it like the other way. Yeah, let me think about that. Okay, but I'm gonna set up the machine and just refresh myself with the Dean and Bean video on how to use the Colorwork mast. I'll show it to you. It's like, well, here, I'll just take it off. It's like this separate thing. So this is like what holds the yarn in the back of the machine. The one that I regularly use is this, so it's just a single that holds the yarn, and then this one is two. So you can, and they have like the little heel thing. I don't know. I guess you could continue the color work on the heel, but yeah, I'm gonna try to use this. See how it goes. Just cast on some scrap yarn. I'm just like trying to figure out how this is gonna work, but what I think I'm gonna try is, so I cast on stockinette every single needle, and now to do the rib I have to take out half the needles, but if I want to be able to turn it over, I think I need to start with how am I gonna do this? Ugh, oh my gosh, I don't know. I think, let me watch a video. Also, I'm sorry the lighting is super weird. It's because I have a light like on the sock machine. So I watched a video and it totally makes sense. It's basically like doing the opposite of what we've been doing. So yesterday I knit the rib and then I switched to stockinette. So this would be like, this I think would be like starting with stockinette, switching to rib. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna knit one row of stockinette, and then I'll use the second row of stockinette to like switch over to the ribber, and then I'll knit my rib, and then once I have my rib length, I'll use like one row of stockinette to take the ribber off, and that's where I'll fold it over. So maybe I do need to do a rib or a row of ravel cord. I think I need to do a row. Oh my god, I'm like figuring this out right now. I think I need to do a row of ravel cord, so then when I fold it over, I'll be able to take that out, and then the scrap yarn will fall out, right? Oh my gosh, I think I need to do that. So I'll do a row of ravel cord, then I'll start knitting, and then hopefully this works. I'm cranking away at the rib. I'm going super slowly. I've done 23 rows, and this is how fast I'm going. It's taking a long time. But I really don't want to drop any stitches. The needles are doing that thing again where they get really close to each other. It hasn't sorted itself out, but it also hasn't really become a huge problem to where I have to stop. So I'm just going with it. I did see one needle that dropped its stitch, and I fixed it like on outside here. I fixed it like on this level, but it's definitely still gonna have a run like on the rib, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And so I think to do that, I'll have to fix it before I fold the cuff and knit it together. So I'll have to take the ribber off to do that. My hope is to get to, I think I want to get to 50 rows and turn it back so it would be 25 rows like visible after it's folded. But it's taking so long. But I'm so scared to go fast. Like, I don't know if it would really make a difference, but I'm just like watching every stitch, making sure it catches. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'll be right back when I have something more exciting to share. So I did the rib and I folded it over, and I wasn't really sure how to fix that drop stitch because I dropped the stitch and then I fixed it like 2 rows later, so I didn't have a loose loop to like take it up to. I think I'm just gonna have like a little bit of a hole. I did still fold it over there, but I think on the inside of the rib there will be a small hole. I'm just gonna continue. At this point, maybe the next one will be better. I'm gonna try the Colorwork portion right now. I'm gonna do a little bit of math to see how many stitches we're gonna do for each square. But I'm gonna do the brown and the red, and it looks pretty simple. It looks like you just kind of have to guide the yarn, or you like put it in front of the needles that you want to be those colors. So I'm just gonna try it, I hope it works. I used the brown for the heel, and this is all that I have left. I mean, not the heel, the cuff. So I think the other one will have to be red. So it'll be kind of a mismatch sock situation. I've gotten to the Colorwork portion. It seems to be working well, although I can't see the right side. I can only see the inside. But I've gotten the hang of pulling the yarn over to change the color. I realized that having the heel springs on helps to keep the yarn taut. So then I can just like loop it around the needles. And right now I'm doing 3 by 3 squares. So 3 stitches, 3 rows, and I'm gonna keep going for, let's see, I've only done 10. It definitely takes longer to do it like this because you have to manually move the yarn around every 3 stitches. So it's probably like about the same speed as knitting by hand, this portion at least. So I think I'll do a taller cuff just so we can, or like ankle portion, just so we can see how it looks. I'm excited to see how it looks. Maybe I'll do, let's see, so we did a 25 row cuff since it's folded in half, so maybe I'll do like 40, something like that. So I'm gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna do my heel, which we've already seen. It's probably not that interesting. So I guess maybe I'll skip ahead and I'll just keep going. And yeah, I'll see you in a moment when it's done. Unfortunately, I got to the heel and I decided to do pink heel because I thought it would be cute, and I tightened my tension, but I think the yarn was like a little bit thicker than the other yarn, and I probably didn't need to have the tension tightened, and now it's too tight to make the heel and it's not working and all the stitches are popping off. So I'm gonna stop, unfortunately, because it's just like, it's too tight. I can't even like pick the stitches back up and put them on the heel to like manually get it to continue. I'm pretty bummed. I've been sitting here for a very long time working on this sock, and now I have to give up, which sucks. So I'm gonna take it off of the machine, and we can just look at it together because I haven't even seen if the checkerboard worked. I could see the rib at the bottom. It looks like it kind of worked. I haven't taken it off the setup on it yet, so it looks kind of crazy on top. But I'll just unfold it so it's not so chunky. There's the rib. Here's the rib. I'm sorry, the lighting is crazy. It's quite chunky. I think it would have been great. It still has that weird twist in it. Checkerboard. I think it could have been cool. Unfortunately, I spent so much time doing that. I mean, not as much time as I would if I knit it by hand, but it felt like a long time. And then here's the stupid heel that ruined everything. Okay, that's enough for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.